I had to let you guys know, YouTubers, the smoke that you see happening here, I would move it, but this damn holder is kind of hot, so, and I don't know why. But this is incense. This is nothing out of the ordinary. I don't do that, don't partake in it. If you like it, I love it, but I just don't do it. So, all of you out there who see the smoke rising and don't actually get what it is, deal with it, get over it. I'm waiting until it burns out so I can let it cool down and so I can move it. Now that I got that out of the way, talking about people who are friend nannies. That's what term I'm going to use. Your friend nanny. You're the kind of person who listens to all your friends. You're there as a support system. You're there as the person who provides advice, even when your friends don't take it. You do it time and time again because that's what you want to be as a good friend. And oftentimes the nanny is not compensated. So basically you put yourself in the position where after you've given all the advice, after you've been the shoulder to cry on, after you've been there when that friend is bored, at the end of the day you go home to yourself, live by yourself, don't have anyone surrounding you that you can do that same thing to. I truly believe that you always have to have a balance. You always have to have a way for yourself to escape that typical role that you may take in a friendship or in any relationship for that matter. You have to be able to switch it up from time to time, and not a lot of people are doing enough of that. And so people are feeling unappreciated then as friends. You know, I give some of the greatest advice. I can consider myself one of the people that will sit down and I'll patiently listen to stories that people have to talk about, and I'll look at things from both sides and try to provide you with the best explanation or maybe the best advice that I can. But then I know a lot of people who try to take advantage of that, who will call me when they need something, or who will, see me on the street somewhere and ask me a question when they need something. But let it be the tables are turned and it's not reciprocated. I can't call you that same way and get access to you, but I can get access to your voicemail. But when you need me, you know how to return the call. That's the decision that you guys have had to make. And what I've developed is an easy way of letting people know what's on my mind. And some of you guys out there are not as courageous, I guess I'll say. Some of you guys out there aren't that direct. Because I'll let somebody know when I feel like in a friendship or relationship I'm being used. And I have no problem stating my case, and if you don't like it, then you'll get over it eventually. Time heals all, right? Now, those of you out there who feel like you have nobody as your support system, you really need to look at and restructure your environment. Because I truly believe that if you were to sit down and evaluate your friends, like I said in my last video about letting go, if you haven't seen that, watch that. Your friends are sitting there idling. They're wasting time, burdening you with extra weight that you absolutely do not need. And that's going to take a toll not only on your mentality, but your body and everything else. There's nothing worse than a person who has all the friends in the world and still feels lonely. That is ridiculous. If you're going to waste your time having friends that make you feel lonely, why not just close yourself off and live in a house by yourself? No interaction whatsoever. It's the same thing, right? I mean, I think you get a little bit of something out of it because you feel like somebody appreciates you. Or at least you settle for scraps of appreciation. But what I stress to you is going out and defining yourself and creating your own circle. It takes a courageous person to do that. But once again, we're talking about letting go and taking a leap forward. You need to start going out and worrying about what you do, how it affects you. Because at the end of the day, you may have all the friends in the world, all the family in the world, but you have to live with yourself until the day you die. Friends and family come and go, some quicker than others, but friends and family come and go. And if you're not putting yourself at the point where you have made it good and you've built a support system for yourself, who are you going to fall on when you fall? We all fall at some time. whether it be for a short or a long period of time. But who's going to be your support system? If you're the type of person that lets it build up and build up and build up, what if it's insurmountable? And what if you have a point where you really drive yourself insane? Who are you going to turn to? And if you can't call that friend that you've been providing that advice for, what is the real investment there? So I got to stress that to you. Just be careful. Definitely. Let go of parasitic, toxic friends. Surround yourself, make your environment of friends that are good for you, that do good things for you, that you can return the favor for, and make sure that it is a two-way street. If you're always answering the phone, giving advice to your friends, listening to your friends when they're going through their busy spells, as I call them, when they get busy and they start talking really reckless and stupid, and when you need somebody to be there for you to do that same thing, they're not there to answer, and you know it's a common occurrence, you really need to reevaluate your situation. Time and time again. There we go. Another video coming up shortly.